What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to a new video. Things are a little different here. I am using my iPhone as opposed to my webcam simply because I can't get the lighting right on my webcam, so resorting to my iPhone, and hopefully it works out well. So yeah, welcome back to a new video. Bi-monthly pickup video. Don't do monthly pickup videos anymore. It's a bi-monthly pickup video. Today I'm going over the games that I picked up in September and October of 2019. After I gathered everything together, I realized that there's a lot of Nintendo stuff here. So I figured I'd kind of break things up with the non-Nintendo games, hardware, and then hit you with the Switch title. So first up, one of the first games that I picked up in September, Gears 5. This is the Ultimate Edition with the badass steelbook case, which I adore. I played through Gears 5 and I absolutely enjoyed it. It's a really good Gears game. And I don't even want to say it's a really good Gears game. It's a really good shooter. I had a lot of fun with it. You know, Gears felt as if it was heading in the direction of it being rather stale. And I'm saying that with the best intentions, because I did play Gears 5 and I really enjoyed Gears 5. And while it did do some things different and try to switch it up a bit, it felt like it was still following that same, feel of this series. And I feel like Gears 5 switches things up just enough to make it feel different and kind of stand out. First of all, it has an open world feel to it. Is the open world grand and it feels like it's living and breathing and there's a bunch of stuff to do? No, but it does have an open world with some side quests that you can do, which I thought were pretty cool, and I tried to do all of those. You also now have like this little robot mech that follows you around, Jack, who's pretty cool, and he helps with some things as far as gameplay goes, and it switches it up, and I liked it a lot. Absolutely adore Kate. I think she's a really good character. And some of the other characters in here or from the series join this game as well. But I had fun with Gears 5. I can't even remember if it, reviewed well. I think it did. I don't know. This came out the beginning of September. I think it did, but I loved it a lot. And if you're into Gears games and you haven't played one in a while, just because it's the same old, definitely recommend that you try out Gears 5. For the PlayStation 4, I picked up Concrete Genie. This is, it has a PlayStation VR mode included. I initially thought this was just a PlayStation VR game, and I wasn't going to pick it up just because I can't see myself playing a long game or anything with substance. Substance might not be the best word, but you guys know what I mean. Anything like story driven and just like where I'm going to spend a lot of hours in, I can't see myself with that headset on for multiple hours. But thankfully, this just has a VR mode. This is one of those games that I need to get back into. Concrete Genie really is creative and it's a lot of fun. I feel like I don't know who it's geared towards. I mean, it has a kid's aesthetic to it, but it's not a kid's game. I mean, it's not mature by any means, and it's E10. The rating's E10 plus, but I don't know. I mean, the story so far seems pretty cool. And again, it's been like a month since I've played it, so I might have to replay the game just to get caught up with everything. But I only spent about 2 hours in it, and it's pretty creative. It's a kid who, for the most part, no one really likes him. He doesn't really have any friends, and he basically has the ability, like, I think he meets a genie or a concrete genie. And there's multiple genies here. But he meets it, and he can not spray paint, it's more or less paint. And you kind of just you can be creative and decorate the walls in the environment, and things unlock, and you can kind of do your own thing, and I appreciate that. but the story is pretty good. I definitely want to get back into it before the end of the year. I feel like not a lot of people have chatted about Concrete Genie. It's a budget title and it's pretty good. All right, we have here, let me push this to the side, piece of hardware that I picked up, the Genesis Mini. I did get this when it came out in September. I actually really like it. Unfortunately, I'm sorry I didn't get the actual console, but it's small, it's itsy bitsy, and it's cute. Love the controller. It feels like the original Sega Genesis controller. Great games, 40 games, 2 bonus titles, it says on the back of the box. I actually did stream this when I picked it up in September, and I had a lot of fun with it. Some of the standout ones here, I'm looking on the back that I actually really spent a lot of time playing when I was a kid. Road Rash 2. Oh my God, I played the hell out of that game. I think I might have been in middle school when that came out, and I just played it nonstop, like talking on the phone, listening to music. It was crazy. Played a lot of, let's see, Comic Zone, Streets of Rage, Toe Jam and Earl, Sonic 2, of course. I'm kind of wondering why they didn't put Sonic 3 in this game. I don't know. I didn't play a lot of Sonic 3, but that would have been great if they added that. But yeah, I love these little mini consoles. You know, it gives me a chance to go back and remember how awesome things were in the past, you know, and just like how simplistic and hard games were. It definitely brings back a lot of nostalgia. So hopefully they put out, what I would love is, and this might not make any sense at all, but it's just me thinking here. I would love for Nintendo to put out like a Game Boy mini console. And, you know, again, I'm saying a Game Boy mini console, but it's a Game Boy, right? So, like, why would we hook it up to the television? But hear me out. A Game Boy, actual Game Boy that would let you play Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance games, and Game Boy Color games, right? That would be cool, right? And they picked, I don't know, maybe like 50 games and they put it on there. I'd buy that up. I honestly would. Love me some Game Boy. But yeah, those mini consoles are awesome. The other piece of hardware that I picked up, Nintendo Switch Lite. I got the yellow one, and ever since I picked this thing up, I've been playing it to death. Absolutely adore the Switch Lite. I still have my OG Switch, and I keep that to stream. So when I get around to some of these Nintendo games, I'll let you know what Nintendo game I streamed. But before I wasn't streaming Nintendo games just because I played my Switch. I'm one of those crazy people that primarily play the Switch in handheld mode. I mean, that's all I do. Okay, my Switch is basically a handheld to me, and I love it that way. The Switch is fantastic. I haven't had any problems with it, knock on wood, you know. I really do appreciate the Switch Lite, and you know, I'm super glad that they made a more affordable console for people, you know, that want to get into the Switch, but maybe they don't want to spend the extra $100 to get the nice beefy, you know, switchable Switch. But for me, like I said, guys, I have played this every single day since the moment I got it in September, and it holds up well. I got a nice case for it, which of course I'm not prepared, so I don't have it to show to you. But it's great, and that's probably why I have all these. Well, I don't have a lot of games to show you, but I love me some Switch. Okay, I'll admit it. I'll be the first one to admit it. I love the Switch, and just having a smaller console that fits in the palm of my hands, and it's definitely more comfortable. It's cool with me. All right, let's get into these Switch games. Not a lot here. I feel like I bought more in September and October, but apparently I didn't. First up, I think this came out in September. Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition. I have the first Darksiders game on the Switch. I played it when it came out on the Xbox and really liked it. Darksiders 2 came out. I bought it. Couldn't really get into it. They switched it up because the original Darksiders felt more like a Zelda game. and I love that about it. Second one didn't feel like Zelda that much, but for some reason I could never really get into it. And then the moment I did, it went by the wayside, and something else came by and I totally forgot all about it. So Darksiders 2 is now portable, for me at least. Again, I'm one of the weird ones that play games, my Switch games, portably. I'm able to play it in the palm of my hands, and here's to hoping that they put out Darksiders 3. I know it didn't review well. I know people don't really dig Darksiders 3 all that much, but I like the series. I want to know where it goes, and I definitely want to play the third one. All right, what do we have here? Ukulele and the Impossible Lair. Wowie. This came out of nowhere, like left field for me. I wasn't expecting to really be into this game. This game is fire. I had a bunch of fun with this game. Ukulele, I didn't really play a lot of, just because the controls didn't feel right to me. And then, that came out. I played it on the PS3. Was it the PS3 or maybe it was the PS4? I think it was the PS4. And then, the original game was ported over to the Switch, but they fixed some things, and I think the controls was one of them. So I picked it up on the Switch, didn't play it. The original game is a 3D platformer. This is 2D. Imagine something like Donkey Kong Country. There you go. Ukulele and the Impossible Lair. This plays a lot like Donkey Kong Country, and it's great. It is awesome. The only difference is that the overworld in Impossible Lair there's a lot of things to do, like a lot of collectibles to try to find, some light puzzle solving, but it's great, guys. It's a fun game. My only complaint with this game is definitely the Impossible Lair, the final boss battle. It's a pain in the damn ass. Like, I'm just gonna be blunt with y'all. It is. I wanted to throw my Switch Lite across the room and hit the wall. I wanted to drop it on the floor. Like, I got so frustrated with the final boss, and it kind of, throughout the entire experience, I had so much fun with it up until that moment. I died, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, 38 times in the Impossible Lair before I finally beat the game. But again, it was worth it. It's great. That final boss is rough. Okay, it's hard and it's annoying. And sometimes it feels like it's cheap, but it was worth it. Fantastic game. If you're into 2D platformers, check this one out. I also picked up RingFit Adventure. That fits in there. I picked this up. I had no interest in RingFit when Nintendo announced it. And then I was, watching some reviews and stuff, and I was like, you know what? Might as well try it out. I bought it on. This barely made this video because I bought it on, I think it was Halloween, and it came the next day. So I was like, technically I bought it in October. Let me just go ahead and stick it in the video. RingFit Adventure is fun. I wasn't expecting a lot out of it, and it definitely, I've played it, and I've been doing updates on Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter, you've probably seen my RingFit Adventure updates. I've only played 6 days so far. I don't use this as a regular workout routine because I do have a gym membership. So I go to the gym and then I do exercises at home. But on those days that I don't, I use RingFit. And boy, I tell you, talk about body hurting and sweating and totally, having an issue with squats, how they can suck a fat one. I hate squats and knees to chest exercises. Oh my God. I didn't have a problem with squats before, I'm gonna be honest with you, but for some reason, this game wants me to get every time lower. till I'm down on the ground. Like, I don't get it. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but like, whew, my legs are killing me the next day. And that's with me stretching afterwards. It's nuts. But I guess, if it's hurting, that means it's working. I don't know. We'll see. But again, RingFit Adventure is a lot of fun. You get a leg strap with the game. You get like a Pilates wheel. You attach your one Joy-Con to the Pilates wheel, and you have your other Joy-Con on your leg strap, and you do the exercises that are shown. And it's pretty cool because they've gamified exercise, which, if I'm a little competitive, not so much with gaming, but I am a little competitive. So, it makes things fun. You level up, and it's like an RPG. It's a blast to play, but it definitely will kick your ass. So RingFit Adventure, good on Nintendo for trying something that kind of pushes you a little bit more as opposed to Wii Fit. Let's see here. I ordered this in September and it came in October. It's River City Girls. Basically a take on River City Ransom. You got females here, and I think they're saving their boyfriends. I haven't played it yet. It's still sealed up. It came from, I purchased it off of Limited Run Games. This is only the second Limited Run game that I've purchased. And it took a while, but it made it. And I absolutely dig it's like a holographic cover. It's shiny. I love it. It also came with a soundtrack, and I don't know if this is like a collectible card. I don't know, but that's shiny too. Pretty cool. Heard some good things about this one. Hopefully I'll get around to playing it soon. But yeah, can't wait to play that. Absolutely adored River City Ransom when I was a kid. Like, that's one of those NES games that I totally remember like watching my brother and my cousins play that game. And then, I've told this story plenty of times before. I was the only girl for a while, for like 9 years. So, they wouldn't let me play anything because girls aren't supposed to play video games, but we had a lot of NES games at my grandma's house, and that's where we went after school. And my brothers, when River City Ransom, whenever, I'm not going to say when it came out, but whenever we got it, they loved that game. And I used to remember just sitting there watching them play it. And then when they would leave, that's Steph's time to play on the NES. So yeah, I tried my hand at River City Ransom when I was a kid, and of course I always got my ass beat. But you know what? Cool game. Another game I haven't played yet is Aladdin, Disney classic games, Aladdin and the Lion King, which I'm thinking about possibly streaming today. I don't know if I'll get around to streaming today, but I definitely want to stream this. Aladdin, I have a lot of great memories with Aladdin. Aladdin was one of those, I would be upfront, Disney movies. I didn't watch a lot of Disney movies, like Disney princess stuff, like Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella. I didn't watch a lot of those movies. My parents, I don't know. I was never on Disney princess stuff. And you know what? To be honest, I think back in the 80s, Disney princesses weren't like the hot thing anyway, like they are now. But Aladdin was, one of those Disney movies animated Disney movies that I honestly absolutely loved. I remember, might have been 12 when it came out, and I remember seeing it. I saw it twice in the movie theater, but the first time I saw it with a bunch of my friends, and my best friend's younger sister was turning 4, and we took her to the movie theater with us. I mean, we were only like 12, but of course, then we didn't drive, like our parents dropped us off at the movie theater, and she came along with us, and we saw that movie. I love Aladdin. Aladdin's a great movie, and I think the remake or whatever it is with Will Smith as the Genie that came out a couple months ago, I thought that was fantastic. I absolutely love that movie, and that's not because I love Will Smith. I thought it was really good, a really good take on the movie. So Aladdin the game was something that I loved, played it on the NES. Lion King, not so much. Don't have a lot of experience with Lion King. I mean, I've seen Lion King. It's all right. But yeah, I definitely want to hop into Aladdin. The cool thing about this game is that it has the save states, you can rewind and fast forward and all that cool stuff. And I think there are multiple versions of the game of Aladdin and the Lion King on this. Yeah, there are multiple versions. So I definitely want to try my hand at possibly beating both of these games. Because as much as I played Aladdin back in the day on the SNES, I don't think I ever beat it. It's kind of hard. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not the best at games, but I remember that one kicking my butt. Switcher. Picked up the Switcher. I got The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition. All right, for the Nintendo Switch. I was gonna hold off on this. Honestly, I've played The Witcher. I played it on the Xbox One, and I want to say I put like 80 plus hours into it. Never played the DLC or the 2 expansion packs, Blood and Wine and Hearts of Stone, sorry, Blood and Wine. Never played those expansion packs. And again, like I said, I was going to hold off on it, but I was like, you know what? It comes in. The Witcher 3 is one of my favorite RPGs. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I'm currently reading, Sword of Destiny, which is basically Tales of the Witcher. I read the first Witcher book, which was basically short stories. This is the second short story Witcher book. I absolutely love The Witcher, and I plan on reading the entire series, plan on watching the Netflix show. And I was going to hold off, like I said, but it comes in this nice, cool packaging. And I was like, you know what? I love the game so much. Might as well get it. My plan, this is what I'm thinking. I might replay the game over again and then go through the 2 expansion packs. I don't know if I have time for all that. I just might play the expansion packs because I think that you're able to just hop into the expansion packs. So I just might do that. I don't know. We'll see. But the fact that The Witcher 3 is on the Nintendo Switch and I can play it handheld, mind blown. It blows my mind. Luigi's Mansion 3. All right. This game is pretty dope. Not even gonna lie, it's a dope game. I'm about 4 hours into it. Excuse me if you can hear my washing machine and my dryer. You know, you gotta multitask nowadays during the weekends. Okay, I gotta do other things. Anyway, Luigi's Mansion 3, excuse me. Pretty good. I put about 4 hours to it. This is the first Nintendo game I've ever streamed. I streamed this last week, or maybe it was the weekend before that. It's dope. I really like this game. I played Luigi's Mansion 2, Dark Moon, and I liked it. I felt like it lasted a little too long. It was a little long-winded. And I didn't play much of the original Luigi's Mansion. And that's a shame because I have it on the 3DS, but I didn't play much of it on the GameCube. Luigi's Mansion 3 again is really dope. You start off as of course you're headed to this luxurious hotel, and Mario, Peach, Toad, your crew is with you, but then you wake up and they've been framed, and they've literally been framed. They've been put in picture frames, and you got to go and try to find your friends and make everything good again. Of course, the thing with Luigi's Mansion 3 is that you have Gooigi. Isn't that awesome? Gooigi. That's awesome to say. And he's pretty cool because he's just like you, but he's made of goo. And he does have some limitations, but it's really cool. The puzzle, he can kind of go back and forth between Luigi and Gooigi to kind of grab things within the environment or manipulate the environment in order to get past things or collect things. It's pretty nice. I love the way they did that and how all of that is handled. I definitely want to beat this game soon, really soon, but this has been calling me. All right, this is Dragon Quest 11, Echoes of an Elusive Age S Definitive Edition. Sorry, it's Dragon Quest 11S. All right. Wow. I absolutely love this game. Like I'm maybe almost 30 hours in, maybe. That might be giving me a little bit too much credit, but God, it's fantastic. The story in this game is really good. Like I am on, like I constantly just want to pick it up and play to see what's going to happen next. Not to mention the characters are great. They're fantastic. My gosh, the combat is cool with all the pet powers and how you basically have skill trees. Oh my gosh, it's a really good game. I picked it up. It's kind of funny because I picked the original game up that came out, Dragon Quest XI came out last year around this time, or maybe it was September. I picked that up on the PS4, and around this time last year, I was playing it around Thanksgiving. And I finally got past a while ago. I finally got past the part that I finished in when I was playing on the PlayStation 4. I had only gotten maybe 10-15 hours in, and I finally passed that part, and it is just, whew, everything is taking off. There's just so much going on. Oh, I love that. I just can't express enough how much I love this game, and I'm not even done with it. Just the story, God, like I'm just blown away by it, and all the exploration. Like there's so much to explore. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to beat this game. I'm gonna be honest. I honestly don't know how long it's gonna take me to beat this game, but I am enjoying the ride for right now, and hopefully I'll have it completed by the time before the end of the year. Plus you can play in 2D, which I haven't really done just because I think it looks amazing 3D handheld on my Switch Lite. But yeah, Dragon Quest 11S, good stuff. That's it, guys. That's everything that I have to share with you. All the games that I picked up. I don't even know if it's all the games that I picked up in September and October, honestly. I probably missed a few things, but you know what? It is what it is. I want to thank all of you guys for watching this video. Let me know what games you guys picked up September, October, even currently. What are you playing? What are you doing? Let me know what's going on with you. Again, I appreciate all your support. You guys are awesome. I'm not even consistent with it anymore, and you guys, still manage to watch my videos and comment. And thank you. I really do appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll catch you next time. Peace.